Joseph YouTube, welcome to your morning brew. My name is Chisha Zed. This is the only morning show that serves complimentary coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
I also think we're about to take the win for the latest morning show on YouTube. Guys, we have to address Jonathan Majors. I think it's about time we go back to this topic for sure. There's this video that's circulating online of interviewer asking them how they're doing. When I say them, I'm talking about Jonathan Majors and his woman, Megan Good. A lot of people turned their backs on Jonathan Majors. The majority of people who did that were black women who, as soon as they found out that he was dating white women, thought that he deserved, for whatever reason, what he was going through. You saw it many times. You saw the comments that said, "This is not our fight. When are brothers going to learn," etc. And I don't think that that justifies that response. Regardless, this topic isn't about that, though it stems from that. It's about the fact that a lot of people also thought that this was some type of a PR relationship and that they really didn't like each other like that, and that this was strategically set up so he could gain sympathy from the public because he's dating a black woman. Turns out they're still together. Not only that, it turns out that they are in love. Jonathan Majors says it here in the video. Now, of course, we know what happens in the comment section. People turn into marriage experts, dating experts, body language experts. Don't say it with your mouth. They'll tell you you're saying it with your eyes. And that's exactly what happened here in this video. No more wasting time. Let's check it out.
All right, my last question, how are you guys doing? Doing okay?
In love.
We're doing
that was
great.
my answer. Yeah. We're doing good.
Great.
We're doing
God's
good. Thanks
good.
for asking.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Wicked.
All right,
Yeah.
my last question.
All right, so there's that post, and I'm trying to see. Looks like there's a second post here. All right, so that's a post of them together. Yeah, a lot of people didn't expect these guys to last. They would have liked Megan Good to abandon him, and it's just crazy to me to see how much media and like platforms online that are largely female based and supported by black women, watching them turn on not only Jonathan Majors, but now Megan Good in the comment section down below has been crazy. Let's take a look at these comments. So here's somebody who says, shaking my head, I used to find this woman attractive. Something seems off with her now. All of a sudden, something seems off. All of a sudden, or do you not like the fact that the two of them are together? Here's somebody else who says he's dressing like it's still segregation outside. Now that's actually funny. I don't understand the fashion, but I get it, but I don't, right? To each their own. Here's somebody else who says, this man said, in love. Sis responded, God is good. She's on her way out, my boy. Is there truth to body language? Yes. We all know actions speak louder than words, but I didn't get that from this. I didn't get that from this interaction. Now, do I think they're going to live happily ever after? I don't know. I'm just not with the whole PR stunt relationship. How is she supporting him and the hates that's resulted with her also, just as a consequence of her deciding to entertain a relationship with Jonathan Majors. Another person here said, I love when people become body language experts in the comments. Y'all wasting your talent. Apply to the FBI or CIA. Hilarious. Here's somebody else here that says she can't wait for her contract to be up. Again, those are comments alluding to the fact that this is some sort of made up relationship, because no way, there was a time when people were commenting about how fine Jonathan Majors was. Pause. There was a time. I remember watching the videos. Women thought the man was irresistible from their perspective. All of a sudden, now they're talking about how he's not even cute. These chicks would turn on you. They would turn on you. Here, I'm just checking to see if we got more comments here that are worth reading. They don't even look good together, this female commenter says. Another one says, he dressed like he eat porridge for dinner. Yo. Someone else here says, he dressed like a shoe shine kid from the 1930s who is his stylist. Another person who says, child, when a woman says God is good, referring to a relationship, baby, it's been hell and she won't complain. Another guy here says, Man dressed like he's hosting a murder mystery party. But anyways, I can't help but think, and guys, follow me for a second here. If nothing ever happened to Jonathan Majors, if he never had that situation with the ex and the phone and the tugging back and forth and what they labeled as unintentional harm towards her between fighting over a phone. If it never happened, how do you guys think they would respond to this photo? How do you guys think they'll respond to them being in a relationship? We all know modern women are supportive beyond delusion, and they'll support most things. But what changed in this situation? What changed was the fact that Jonathan Majors was dating a white woman. This is not me encouraging men to date any particular race or anything at all. This is just me pointing out that there's a form of hypocrisy that the sisterhood has with their different agendas, right? So guys, this topic leads me to my next topic. And that is, it seems to me, the moment a man reaches his peak, if you're a black man today in Hollywood or even outside of Hollywood, the moment a man reaches his peak in life, ascends to what could be his potential greatest he could ever be, is usually also the time when he's at risk of ruining everything that he has ever worked for. We've seen this with people like Jonathan Majors and also Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe has come under fire for an outfit he was rocking a while back, and he was in that green jumpsuit and man bag. Guys, I understood. I was honest that I would never wear a bag like that personally for myself. It does seem too feminine, but I disagree with the fact that people were jumping to Shannon being gay. What was up with that? And it got me thinking, here this man is at what could be potentially, I mean, he's already a great, great athlete, but now he's moving past that, conquering other spheres of success in his life. And as he's growing in greatness to reach his peak, here come the world to tear a black man down. And they love to do it, especially with insults of accusations of being gay. And people don't realize how important words are. People don't realize how important patterns are. I notice a pattern. I notice a pattern with successful men is in the black community. If you want to attack the credibility of a man, then call him gay. Not only that, go look for situations where he might have appeared like he was gay in the past. That's not me saying there aren't men out here who are in the closet. But when a man's telling you he's not gay and you based off some photos and a bag and whatever else that you may disagree with as a fashion statement, and I don't agree with this. I don't think he should be rocking that bag. But I wouldn't go as far as to say the man's gay. Because I think that's a very slippery slope. That's a very slippery slope. And I think there's something within black culture that I don't like, that we just very easily discredit people in this way. It seems disgusting to me, if I'm going to be honest with you. Instead of respecting a man who's worked hard, here people are bringing him down. And like I said, this is not a situation where a man is trying to be vague about his sexuality. He's actually trying to let you know he's not gay. Check out this video.
Get tagged with that, and I ain't got no problem with.
Hold on. Let's put some volume on that so you guys can hear that. Hold up. Here we go.
Get tagged with that, and I ain't got no problem with gay. I'm just not gay.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of my exes reached out. They're like, Shannon, where does gay is coming from? They need to talk. But see, that's the thing. What do you get out of calling me gay? You feel good? That makes you feel good? Because you saying things on the radio behind your screen that you would never say to my face. What's the likelihood that Mike Epps would have said what he said to my face? Or any of these comedians that said what they said, they're not going to say that to my face, Ocho. You know that, I know that.
Yeah.
Now, when I said I was going to pull up, I was going to see him. He and I was going to have a conversation, and I'm going to say, okay, where did you get this from? Where are you hearing this from?
Nah, that's not the kind of pulling up we were doing, man. That's not the kind of pulling up we were doing.
Why am I put my hands on him and mess up my money?
Hey, wait a minute.
Right.
I went and got some black Air Force Ones and some Army fatigue. I was ready to go to Indy.
Nah, and that's the thing. Nah, look.
But listen, I'm listening to Shannon address this, and I'm slightly conflicted. What is the best course forward? If you're a guy right now, let's say you whatever you're working on, it takes off. You're popular everywhere, and this rumor starts coming out of dude might be gay, he's sweet, zesty, whatever. Do you ignore it, or do you address it? I almost don't know what's the best approach. Comment down below what you guys think. Somebody was like, oh man, why are you defending this so tough, Chisha? Because I think this is dangerous propaganda. And you may not think that there's a problem with painting every black male successful person who's on mainstream media as gay, but I assure you it will affect the black community negatively in the long run. Here's some of the comments. This comment says, if Diddy don't have to explain, you don't either. Let me see here. Somebody responded back to that comment and says, Unc don't, but Diddy got some explaining to do. Somebody else here says, he sound like Miss Netta more and more. This is just a very clear example that as you increase in popularity in life, as you become more successful, and you should pay attention to this if you're anybody who has any dreams whatsoever, people will want to see you fall. This is just human nature to an extent, but in the black community, the way it's done is just crazy. But they will want to see you fall. Young Miami shares post about feeling heavy after life sends you chaos. It's always interesting to me when I see a woman struggling due to the decisions she made in her own life. She posted something about lessons from February. Sometimes life doesn't send you what you want. Sometimes life sends you chaos. Everything is shaken, flipped around, and rearranged. Sometimes it's hard and it hurts. Sometimes life redirects you onto a new path, a different path, a better path. It says, although often in the moment, that can be hard to see, but trust that everything is going to be okay. It may not feel like it right now, but one day it will. One day, the heaviness of now will shift. One day, very soon. This chick's having a hard time. I'm not surprised. Why? Because she was one of the side pieces, and she didn't like anybody calling her that, but that's who she was. Side pieces to Diddy. And the man who she was holding up signs for and everything is now going through karma himself for the reckless life that he lived. You don't just get to claim that you are a 304, that you actually sell your cat for money, which is what Young Miami did, and uplift this life in the industry without facing any type of consequence. It's going to come. And it seems like it's come for Young Miami. It was short-lived, and it looked like it was fun while it lasted, but now she's on the other side of that, which is experiencing the consequences of her decision. Let's check out some of these comments and see what the people have to say. First comment here says, an unpopular opinion, she had no problem with the chaos until it didn't benefit her anymore. Whoa, that person's serving it up. Another comment here says, I don't know, I remember her telling that other girl to shut up before she get Diddy to make her eat her box. That alone says a lot. Another comment here says, bag chasing gone wrong, right? This woman was one of the most outspoken proud 304s in the music industry, literally just last year. And now she's talking about going through a hard time that will soon pass. You've kind of been attached to this for the rest of your life, Young Miami, unfortunately for you. Here's somebody else that says, meanwhile, JT minding her business. Another person who says, lay with dogs, get fleas. Another person who says, life with Poppy wasn't so rich and sweet after all. I'm assuming that they have someone like Young Miami on some type of contract to not speak about anything that's going on. We've got another comment here who says, who is the DJ on this account? Hold on, let's see. Everything that glitters ain't gold and whatnot. The shock for me was the video I did of Young Miami pretty much saying that she was a WHORE. She said that. I don't know if you guys remember. She's like, no, really, that's what I am. This is what I do. And the person in the interview asked her, well, what about your daughter? You have a daughter. And she says, well, I want her to live a completely different life. So she's not going to watch your videos. She's not going to realize what you are about. You don't believe in entertaining a lifestyle and how that affects your children. You're letting all those spirits into your life, negativity. You're building habits. Epigenetics is taking its course on your future generation. So out of touch, man. There's this video that I also want to address. This was shared by the Spiritual Word. So the caption read, an Atlanta hairstylist is going viral after her date invited her to an NBA basketball game, then left him because the seats she left her date. The seats he purchased were too far from the court. These are the women who are influenced by the city girl types. These are the women who think that they're too good. These, right here, think they deserve the world all because of what's between their legs. Here's a video of her bragging about how she left this man because she thinks that she's too good from seats that are that far away. Let's get it.
No shade, no tea, but y'all, tell me why somebody invited me on a date, right? So I done did my makeup, put my outfit on. They said we going to a basketball game. Let me show y'all where the fuck they got me sitting there. I done left their ass. I'm sitting in a whole nother seat because I don't even give a fuck. Like, why would you even play with me like that? Y'all, do y'all see how high I am? Okay. And they keep texting my phone talking about where you at, where you at. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I'm finna find me another date. These motherfuckers finna play musical chairs, dog. I'm finna just make this the best out this shit, y'all. They playing some basketball musical chairs. Now I'm finna show y'all what that is.
One seat remaining. One seat remaining.
Okay. And they lucky I took some motherfucking shots before I came in this bitch. Because otherwise, you feel me? But it's okay, y'all. When I tell y'all I came with somebody, I'ma leave with somebody else. Now I'm finna go get me some food from somewhere. I don't know where I'm gonna get some food from, y'all, but we gonna get us something. Something smell good.
So these women are way more concerned, man, as you can see, about the clicks and views and the attention they'll get online. If you're out here dating, bro, and you see a chick start recording the date, just know that it's time for you to run fast, not slow. If you see her start recording the date, recording you, know that she might have a TikTok page where she talks about dates and her experience on dates. You've got to go. Get out of there. If the waiter comes up, ask, would you guys like anything to drink? You order your drink. She does not drink anything with a hint of caffeine in there. It's time for you to go.
I don't drink coffee.
You gotta know, and by the way, I'm looking at everything here. I'm looking at her and all that. She's a walking red flag to begin with. Let's keep listening.
No shade, no tea, but y'all, tell me why somebody invited me on a date.
Well, that's it. And why I say a walking red flag, bro, is I'm sensing the energy. That's not the type of energy that's going to be grateful that she's going to anything. She thinks she should be sitting courtside with a celebrity. All right, that's the goal for this chick.
Now I'm ordering some food, y'all, because Yeah, the chicken tender basket. They don't have. Oh, they do got drinks. Can I get lemonade? This shit look like it's good though. I can't even cap on it. Now I'm over here getting sauces for my shit because yeah. Bad 54 eating hibachi. Cute though. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Not gonna.
Yo, this chick's ratchet. Ghetto.
Okay.
Twerking in public with the camera. I don't care what you say. I don't care. That's just ghetto.
Whoa. Whoa.
All right. So that's that. We are going to check out some of these comments here. First comment here, shout out to Anthony B. Logan. He says, she's lucky she was in the arena. That's a sport bar outfit at best. Yeah. Another comment here says, this behavior is repulsive. Does she even know the cost of floor seats? Can she afford them herself? Social media has anyone thinking they have to fly private, sit courtside, and eat at 5-star restaurants, or the date is trash. 100% is social media. What would these chicks do without social media for 3 months? Here's my question. What do you think would devastate modern women more? Because we know what the social media provides. It provides fake attention. It's fake attention. None of the guys who are flying you out really want to settle down with you long term. They just want the cheeks. None of the people who are commenting down about how beautiful you look know how you look for real. No makeup, fresh face, out of the shower, shout to KS. None. It's all fake. The filters, everything, it's fake. What would happen, guys? What would happen? Forget 3 months, 6 months, no social media. What do you think would be more devastating? I'll let you guys decide in the comment section down below. 6 months, no social media, or 6 months, no makeup for women? What do you think will result in the most humble women our generation has ever seen? Let's check out some more comments here. This woman says hold on, okay, y'all gonna make these men not want to take us nowhere. We need to have a meeting. Another man here says she don't even have a courtside fit on. Somebody else here says you can tell she lying. Another comment here says, how are you ordering a chicken tender basket and complaining about your seats? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Here's another person who says this made my coochie dry up. Another comment here says, I'm confused about that. Another comment here says, complaining about a seat but ordering tenders is crazy. Yeah. Whole lot of backwards in this post. Let's talk about Neyo. Neyo has become a hot topic ever since he decided to embrace what seems like a polyamory lifestyle. A lot of chicks are upset because we all grew up with those romantic R&B tracks. So sick of love songs, along with the whole other catalog of amazing music. The man's talented, written for a lot of other people. But people feel like they have been scammed because the image of Neyo back in the day was he was this relationship, a kind of one woman type man who couldn't get his mind over a chick no matter how hard he tried to move on. But they feel like they've been duped. I did hear somebody else tell me that actually he's been honest in the sense that he's always talking about cheating. What do you guys think about that? Neyo was married for a little bit there. Neyo divorce. Yeah, it says Neyo and Renee married in 2016, but Neyo and Renee married in 2016, but Renee filed for divorce in August 2021. He was married there for a little bit. And then after the divorce, they start seeing photos of him not with one woman, but with two. They seem like Instagram chicks right here. They look like the type of chicks who post thirst trap Instagram photos. I'm going to say something that's real controversial here. I think women who look at a man who has as much sexual access as Neyo or any rapper, any athlete, any famous man, and think that that man is a one-woman man, really do not understand male nature. And I'm not coming from the perspective of if you have sexual access, then you need to exercise all your options. No, I'm just saying this is not a surprise to people who understand male nature. The temptation is real. It was real in the biblical times. Even in the Bible, men were getting in trouble with women. They were killing men to take their wives. All types of stuff. Because they had incredible sexual access. But women are always surprised, like, why can't they just pick one? Why can't they stay loyal? They can. But you need God's help. You need something supernatural. You can't do this by yourself. And I really believe that. And even at that point, you might fall a couple of times. Thank God for grace. That's not me encouraging it again. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not surprised by this. I think the other thing too, when I hear stories like, oh yeah, LeBron never cheated. How do you know that? How do you know that? I'm not calling him a cheater. I'm thinking, did it happen once? Highly possible. And then they move on? Highly possible. That's my approach when I come to these situations. Because what will happen is women will go and get on camera crying with snot and being like, oh, I just didn't understand. I didn't think I was going to have to deal with this. Ma'am, we're talking about a celebrity here who women would leave their husbands and boyfriends for because they lack morals. That's who we're talking about here. We're talking about the type of man who women would fight for. And these chicks in the comment section will act like, nope, could never be me. But a lot of them are only as faithful as the men who are willing to take them seriously. Let's check out some of these comments, see what the people have to say. First comment here says, I used to think he was this loving, one-lady man from his music. He sure the F showed me. 48,000 likes on that one. Another person who says, this what he should have did all along instead of pretending that he wanted to be married. Another woman here says, agreeing to a poly for Neyo is completely insane. And so she's like, I wouldn't pay attention to what she said there. She didn't say agreeing to a poly is insane. She said agreeing to a poly with Neyo is insane, meaning if it was a guy who she found attractive, then she would understand. Here's somebody else who says, I miss when we didn't know celebrities' business. They want to live in that lie. They want to live in that delusion. All this, like them seeing Beyonce get cheated on, them seeing Neyo with a bunch of women in a polyamorous relationship, which, by the way, I do not envy at all. I don't get the point of it. I understand it. I understand the attraction to it. But long term, the drama must be crazy of dealing with these different chicks. You got to pay in some way. Nothing is free in life, whether you decide to commit to one woman or whether you decide to live this type of life. And to me, I'm just looking at this. I'm like, well, okay, I wonder which one keyed up his car. I wonder which one's a stalker. I wonder which one's going to come out with a Me Too accusation here in the next few years. It's just a crazy time to be publicly living this type of life. And then now you have the support of angry women who are mad because they think you did your ex-wife dirty. But yeah, you know, they want to believe in the delusion and lie. Crazy world we live in. What do you guys think? Listen, comment down below. I appreciate you always for checking out yet another episode of Your Morning Brew. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.